Wet Tories are now in total self-destruct mode. It really does seem like they'd rather tear their party apart and the country by risking a disastrous Labour, SNP, Lib Dem coalition than backing Boris Johnson, the man who delivered a landslide majority in 2019 to secure Brexit. Now, has this government been perfect? Of course not. It's tired and it's confused. The lockdown policies were disastrous in terms of civil liberties, confidence and, most importantly, the economy. Boris and his embattled Chancellor Rishi Sunak seem to think the way out is to spend, spend, spend and tax, tax, tax. All of that's wrong. It's anti-conservative and I fight against it on a nightly basis. But make no mistake that for these disloyal Conservative MPs and the biased media, this isn't about what's best for the country. It's about deposing Boris for personal and Brexit-related reasons, using the age-old political method of death by 1,000 cuts. Of course the left-wing media is salivating at the very prospect because, for them, this is all just fun and games.
This is the Sky News spreadsheet. It shows that 24 MPs have publicly called for the Prime Minister to go.
Enough MPs are feeling angry enough about Boris Johnson, about his leadership, about the government and how it's performing, that they're now willing to say that they've put in letters, even if they've done it before and not told us.
It's bang up to date with those latest names on it.
The drip, drip, drip is turning into quite the steady stream.
Well, if the Prime Minister thought that the parliamentary recess, when MPs go back to their constituencies, would mean an end to his troubles, I think he was badly mistaken.
Think how cool your kids would think you are if your letter of no confidence announcement was played out on Capital Extra.
How much pressure is the Prime Minister under right now?
Well, he's clearly in trouble.
Just a game. Just a complete game for all of those folk. Politics for them is sport. They live in the pathetically out-of-touch Westminster bubble. They don't care about this cost of living crisis because they've got rich mummy and daddies who gave them lovely homes in North London where they host their privileged little dinner parties and plot to bring down the government and dream, by the way, of the day Prime Minister Starmer takes us back into the goddamn European Union. The crisis encircling Boris Johnson has been largely created by the media, a media who no longer feel like they can simply report on political crises, but have to become activist players. For all of us, real human beings, ordinary Brits, Partygate is all but over. The PM and the Chancellor got a measly little fine for toasting Boris's birthday between meetings. The country is ready to move on. But the media, especially the BBC, ITV News and Sly News, they're not ready. After all, how many times have they told us this year alone that a confidence vote is inevitable and imminent, only for it not to happen? But can you believe it's actually Tories who won't finish this farce one way or the other? I mean, I'd love to know from them what's the alternative to Boris. As one of the PM's allies told the Financial Times today, Boris's argument is simple. He's never lost a national election. He won London twice, the EU ref and the 2019 election. Do you want to swap him out for someone who has zero track record of winning an election? But the Ramonas and anti-Boris MPs are loving the drip-drip damage being done to their own party. So I have to be honest with you tonight. I'm actually getting close to feeling that the best thing that could happen to Boris right now is a confidence vote. He would almost certainly win. And then he'd be secure in the leadership for the next year, where he could finally focus on what really matters. Saving this country's economy, that really matters. Solving the cost of living crisis, that really matters. Protecting British heritage and history, that really matters. And, you know, avoiding World War III, that matters too. Because trust me, the media in this country have decided that Boris Johnson deserves to be finished off. They don't care what you think about it. So they intend to create a self-fulfilling prophecy. To respond now, my super